3rd and 4. Hayes goes left, Allworth right. Hayes will be covered by Willie Williams. Allworth by Athens. Foul back. Will be wiped out at the 35. Good pressure. Al Peck coming on the blitz from his linebacking position. Brett Breyer pressuring, and Carl Lockhart coming on the safety blitz.
Well, hello. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. And welcome to the Gridiron. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone out there who's been watching my videos. Thank you. If you can maybe give this video a thumbs up or possibly leave a comment below or maybe even share this video, it would mean so much to me. But anyway, just thank you so much for just taking time out of your day to check out this video. Thank you. Well, the New York Giants, their safety position. Can you say paper thin? Going into the draft, after we let Logan Ryan go, we didn't re-sign Jabrill Peppers. Tough to sign Jabrill Peppers. Tough to re-sign pretty much anybody when you really don't have any money. Thank you, Dave Gettleman. But going into the draft and the undrafted free agency and all that, we had two guys going into the draft, right? So we added some bodies, and I'm sure they're going to keep bringing other people in and everything. And quite possibly, some veterans are going to probably be getting let go because teams overdraft. They might take the best player available. Might happen to be a safety, pull him in, right? And say, oh, we got this veteran here, we don't really need you anymore because we just drafted this 23-year-old, so we don't need a 31-year-old. So there'll be some veteran players out there on the relative cheap. It has to be relatively cheap for the Giants anyway, especially this season. So expect the Giants to keep bringing other players in. But, as of right now, we're really thin. We got 5 guys, okay? We got 2 guys that got experience. The other 3, absolutely not. So let's take a deep dive into the safety class, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, as you can see, as of right now, okay, and as I said, this is going to change. The roster is never completed. It's never done. It's always a work in progress. I'm just saying right now. All right. Went into the draft. We had Julian Love, Xavier McKinney. After we couldn't re-sign Jabrill Peppers, I don't even know if they would want it to. But then he let Logan Ryan go, who was just, he was getting up there in age. He was over 30. He was a good leader, good guy in the locker room and all that. Really good guy to have on the team. It just money-wise, they bit the bullet this year, but moving forward, they'll save themselves a bunch of money. They're going to start getting younger. It is what it is. But, so you sacrifice quite a bit. All right, so basically you got Xavier McKinney and Julian Love, and you got 3 other guys here. We drafted them or they're undrafted free agents, right? But you got first guy first, all right, Mr. Xavier McKinney, a free safety here. Now, he had a very nice season last year. He stepped it up over his PFF, his first season. All right. He obviously he was he broke his foot, so he missed some time. And he only played in 2020. He only played grand total 211 snaps, but he got some experience, right? Graded out of the 70s. Run defense was not bad, 63.8. His tackling, he was a very good tackler. Both seasons graded out over an 80 tackling. Very good. His pass rush, he's a safety. Right? And his coverage skills. His coverage skills definitely went up, without question. Right? He went from a 69.2 last season. It was a 78.4. Led the team in interceptions. He had some very good games. A couple clunkers here. The first game of the season against Denver, New Orleans, right, Kansas City. But two games he graded out over 90 against Las Vegas. That was the one he intercepted the pass, took it back to the house, and against Philadelphia, the game that we actually beat Philadelphia, he graded out 92.2. Last game of the season against Washington, 80.7. So he's definitely getting better, and hopefully, he starts getting maturing and more experience and all, and hopefully they'll just keep getting better and better. All right, so thankfully we got him. He's not a Shane or Dable guy, but hopefully, this is his third season. Hopefully they see the value in him, and especially with Wink Martindale's defense, you got to have strength in the back. Very important. So hopefully they find it in their pocketbooks or their wallets to re-sign this guy, because he's a very valuable asset. Okay, so I'm very happy that we got Xavier McKinney. All right. Then after him, all right, this is just what they got. They got free safeties, right? Then they have Yusuf Corker, okay, kind of as his backup, okay. Now, if you look here, okay, he's from Kentucky, 6 foot tall, 203 pounds, right? NFL.com graded him at 5.96, right? He's an average backup or a special teamer. This is what they graded him, right? This is, not written in stone. All right, he's the 3-year starter with clear eyes and plus instincts, who has suffered from an alarming number of missed tackles in run support over the years. Not very good. Corker is more than eager to help in the run game, and he seems to relish contact, which is cool. However, his angles to the ball, are inconsistent and has too many tackle attempts slide from his grasp. Not good. When you're, sometimes maybe the last line of defense and you're missing tackles. Not good. His tightness limits his transition fluidity in space, but his recognition is good, and he plays with a downhill trigger that can bring him ball production. All right. Corker's tackling must improve. But he's a good player with dime safety potential. Okay, so dime safety, right? That doesn't mean maybe he's going to be a starter, right? So, his strengths: does not lack the taste for contact, triggers to race down and meet runners near the line, plays with run, strike demeanor, gets pads squared in tradition, a tackle from pursuit, plays with good instincts and probing eyes, operates with proper eye balance, plus burst to close from flat foot posture and off coverage. Anticipation aids in ball production. Uses well-timed hand swipes to thwart the catch. All right, let's see what we got here. Yusuf Korger from Kentucky. Interestingly, some people had Corker ranked ahead of Dane Belton, who we drafted in the 4th round, right? So, yes, people actually had him drafted to go higher than him, and he wasn't even drafted. So, but once again, he was a 3-year starter at Kentucky. Right? He lined up at free safety in defensive coordinator Brad White's scheme. He broke into the starting lineup as a sophomore, posted consistent production. Right? Finishing top 2 on the team in tackles each season and top 3 on the team in passes defended. Right? Corker's highly instinctive and competitive versus both the pass and the run, firing downhill as a tackler, tracking. Right? Corker has only average size and athleticism for the safety position. Now, if you look here, this is not phenomenal here. All right, 6.44. If you the elite guys are like 8 or 9. He's like not even 6.5. So he's not athletic wise. All right, where could he fit? Even after drafting Belton, the Giants have only 3 safeties. All right, McKinney, Love, and Belton on their roster. Jarren Williams is a candidate to convert from cornerback. Still, that means that there only be room on the roster for another safety. Giants could look to add veteran depth at the position before the season. Right now, through though Corker and fellow undrafted free agent safety Trenton Thompson of San Diego State can be competing for a 1 roster spot. All right, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But you don't even know if he's even going to make the team. All right, but so, all right, so that's according to the free safety, that's what they got the depth behind Xavier McKinney. We're not even sure if the guy's even going to make the team. Okay. Then you got Julian Love, Mr. Duct Tape. Okay. Love my man here. Well, I hope this is last. I hope this is not his last season with the Giants. Unless he totally balls out this season, he'll be affordable next year. 5, 6, 7 million. Just throwing numbers out there, but nothing super crazy. Are they going to wind up re-signing him? Who knows? Once again, he's not a Shane or Dable guy, so you don't know. But if you look last year, 2021, okay, this is the snaps by position. I had him on a defensive line 43 times. He was in the box 140 times. He was a slot corner 211 times. He was the wide corner 35 times. He was the free safety 182 times. So, I mean, he's like, you can put him like anywhere. Absolutely, really, really, I love it. Versatile, gotta love him. All right. He had a couple of clunker games there, actually his first season, he did very, very well. Graded a 70.5. Now, the last two seasons, okay, with Patrick Graham's defense, he just was not doing very good. But, I mean, here with Pat Shurmur as the coach, right, he graded out very well, 70.5. He took a big step backwards the past two seasons, right? He had a couple of clunker against the last game against the Eagles, Tampa Bay, L.A., right? This would be the Rams. I mean, 23 point. The Saints, he graded out of 34. He had some good games in there as well, too, right? But, I mean, he's just very, very flexible. Now, the thing is, he's versatile. You could put him all over the place. Is he someplace that you want to put him and stick him permanently in one spot? Is he that good? That's why I was kind of hoping in the draft, right? I mean, if you look here, like with the corners or the safeties, right? I mean, the Giants were here, right? They drafted, what do I got here? The Jets. I think they were here. That's right. The Jets traded up with them, and they grabbed Breece Hall. So the Giants were here, right? So if the Giants were to jump back into the first round and grab them, because they knew going into the draft they were light on safety. They had two safeties going into the draft. Julian Love, Xavier McKinney, right? I would have liked to seen them because they had 9 picks. Take their second pick here, right? And get thrown in a 4th or a 5th rounder, right? Move back into the first round. They could have had Daxton Hill, or they could have had Seam, who I like, from Georgia. Could have jumped up and got one of those two guys. And not only that, they could have controlled the guy for 5 years. That way you'd have Xavier McKinney, maybe Lewis Sane, Xavier McKinney, Daxton Hill. You'd have a second rounder with Xavier McKinney. You have a first rounder with one of these guys. Or if not, I mean, then the other thing, which kind of, the Giants are weak on cornerbacks. And then, when it was coming time for the Giants to pick here at 43, number 42, Minnesota jumped up and took a cornerback in front of them. And the Giants are weak in cornerback because they knew they probably had to get rid of Bradbury. So just, ugh. But then you got Petrie here, Jalen Petrie. The Texans took him. I mean, so where the Giants drafted here, okay, with what? Go back, what? 11 spots or so, 3 safeties were taken in front of them. The Giants were thin at safety. And then here, a few picks after that, Jaquan Brisker from Penn State. Right? So, there were 4 safeties taken like within 20 spots. Giants passed on that. They took themselves a wide receiver. Okay. They have 2 safeties and they passed on, Anyway, all right. So that's I love Julian Love. I hope they want to re-sign him. You're not sure if they're going to find the money for him or not. But all right. So we got Dane Belton. All right, who we wound up drafting in the 4th round. Okay, graded out very well. We got him 5.86. So he got him here's an average backup or a special teamer. Okay. His 40-yard dash, 4.43, vertical jump 36.5, broad jump 123. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Belton's interception total and overall ball production from Iowa's hybrid cash spot certainly grabbed your attention, but they might not be indicative of his NFL projection. Belton has average size, can line up over tight ends, and excels in short zone coverages, where his ball skills and anticipation bring him into the action. He lacks the suddenness to stay with route breaks underneath and will be exploited if asked to cover on the back end. Belton has the physical ability to run support, which is very good, all right? but defensive coordinators are sure to be concerned about his trouble reading keys and locating the football on the collegiate level. So there are some questions here. Now, the thing is here, the Giants drafted him in the 4th round. NFL, I mean, it is what it is, guys. But I'm just saying the NFL had him projecting to go in the 6th round. We took him in the 4th round. Okay. Yeah, so he's got some good things going for him, obviously, but he's got, everybody's got weaknesses. He's got some good points and bad points, all right? Yeah. I mean, the one thing that, when you're safety, and I saw this before, weaknesses, right? We go all the way down to the second to the last one. Sometimes he has no idea where the football is at times. That's a little troubling, okay? It's a little troubling, all right? Fails to consistently read and react to run keys, takes flat angles, not good. I mean, we're in the big boy league now. You can't, you do this here, you take a flat angle, there's 6 points for the other team. Okay. Lack the athleticism and speed, but loses track of deepest target responsibility sometimes, so I mean, but I mean, this is what the Giants got. I mean, they were thin going into the draft, and this is their answer right here. I mean, what I've seen on tape, a lot of times, of course, on tape, they're not going to show all the bad plays. They're going to show a lot of the good stuff, and I've seen some good stuff from him. So I got my hopes up for him. All right, but I mean, is he the answer? Is he the long-term answer? If we don't sign Julian Love, I mean, is this the guy we want to have next to Xavier McKinney back there? Time will tell. Okay, time will tell. All right, then we got day after day about. Then we got Trenton Thompson. Okay. We got Thompson they got this guy ranks in Brugler's. He's a 47th ranked safety. Okay. He was not profiled in Brugler's draft guide. Okay. All right. You see his score here is not very good. All right. Thompson played 51 games at San Diego State over parts of 6 seasons. So he's 6. He's got a lot of experience, okay? He had 187 tackles, 124 of them solo. He intercepted 4 passes, 3 in 2021, okay? He also had 14 passes defense last season, too, okay? But Thompson has below average athletic testing numbers in the safety position. 4.66 is not very good at all. I mean, Daniel Bellinger, tight end, graded out at a 9.66, and that's a 9.66 out of 10. Right, he did a phenomenal job. I mean, this is a bench. I mean, just because you can't bench doesn't mean you can't play football. I get that, but I mean, his weight, a little, broad jump. I mean, 3-cone drill, 2.95 out of 10. I mean, it's 40-yard dash, 4 point. So this is not very good. All right, that's what he did at San Diego State. I mean, he graded out this past season at 67.2. You can see, right? He played in 16, 17, 18, 6 years he played in college. I mean, you don't see that very often. All right. Now, very, very consistent, though. His first season, he graded out a 64, and then a 72, 71, 67, 67. So, I mean, very consistent. The only problem is that, he's going up against New Mexico State, Arizona, Utah, Townsend, New Mexico, San Jose State, Air Force, Fresno State, Hawaii, Nevada, University of Nevada, Las Vegas, Boise State, Utah State. I mean, there's no Alabamas here or anything. You know what I mean? So you got to take it for what it's worth. I just hope, I mean, you like to see the guys do good. You don't know if they're going to make the team or not, but I mean, obviously you wish these guys nothing but the best. Right. His strengths, Thomas wasn't a full-time starter until this past season now, right? He had plenty of opportunities to prove himself as a rangy pass defender and rugged run stopper over the past several years, collecting 21 pass breakups and 12 tackles for loss from 2018 to 2021. He has the instincts to diagnose plays as they develop and enough speed to get to where he needs to be in order to make a play, whether that's snuffing out screens or providing safety help over the top. Better yet, Thompson also contributed on special teams through the Aztecs' career, blocking 2 punts and scoring off of two others over the past 4 seasons. If nothing else, versatility could catch the eye of some position coaches at the next level, right? He's got weeks, obviously, you know what I mean? Say, after spending 6 seasons, he now enters the draft class as one of its oldest safety prospects, meaning that teams may see limited upside for the growth. You know what I mean, you played in college for 6 years, and if you're not projected like second round, first round, or something, you know, is there how high is your ceiling? His head's here, his ceiling's probably right about here. I mean, you know, how much better can you get? You played 6 seasons in college. How much better can you get? Quite possibly not. Yeah, not much. So I mean, yeah, it's you know, it is what it is. But I mean, you know, I really just wish that, you know, yeah, I mean, we got these 2 guys here. I mean, hopefully the guys stay healthy because, I mean, if Xavier McKinney goes down, you got Yusuf Corker. Julian Love goes down, you got maybe Dane Belton, okay, our 4th rounder. You know, as I said, I'm excited to see what he can do, without question. All right, but then, you know, we got Trenton Thompson. All right, so I mean, you know, not a lot of experience there. You know, hopefully one or 2 of these guys can catch on to the team and stay and all and everything. And hopefully, if they do stay for a year or 2, you know, some through experience, all right, they can get a little bit better. But I mean, as of right now, just having Julian Love and Xavier McKinney and these 3 guys backing them up is not extremely promising.
See what I'm saying?
Julian Love, Xavier McKinney. The other 3 guys, no experience whatsoever. I mean, so, and with Don Wink Martindale's system, send blitz guys on the back end, got to cover. And if you got a bunch of, you know, as I said, we might pick up, obviously, maybe a veteran. Okay, that's a certain possibility. But I'm just saying as of right now. All right, we got 3 guys fresh out of college. You're going to put in the back and hope and expect that they can hold up. I mean, you know, so hopefully, you know, Julian Love and Xavier McKinney can stay healthy. All right, and the other guys, we can, you know, put them in, get them some reps, some experience and all, and work it from there. But, you know, you don't even know if this might be his last year. Remember, Julian Love's not a Shane guy. He's not a Dable guy, you know, right? And this is his last season. So if the Giants, okay, don't sign Julian Love after this season's over with, they're really going to need, you know, some, you know, in next year, either in the draft or in free agency, they're really going to need to bring in some type of another presence because, you know, the guys they got backing up right now are just not going to cut it. Well, as always, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out this video. You guys stay safe out there and go Giants.